Well, there's little holding me back because, um, funny how I title this stream, A Message to the Profane. And by profane, I mean in the definition Aleister Crowley meant it, in the sense that you can always account and assume that there is a class and a subdivision of the populace that will never be privy to anything. They'll never, you know what I mean? It's like they embody all three of the monkeys. Monkey see no evil, monkey hear no evil, and monkey speak no evil. Um, and they allow themselves to be lulled by the sweet tune of whatever serenity that they surround themselves with. So when I say a message to the profane, I primarily direct it to anybody who will find this channel. I do not expect you to understand the depth of the subject matter that will ever be discussed here. Mainly because it is normal while it is abnormal. If you don't understand the classifications of both of these ideas of what you can classify as normal to your surroundings and being able to classify it as so means, being able to not justify, but like classify that understanding of realm, in the sense of, what do you believe is real? What do you believe is the standard of your reality? Do you understand what's created these ideas of normal around you? Do you understand what's created the standards of your reality? Do you understand that you are merely one aspect to this greater whole? And it comes more, I don't know, the older I've gotten, the more aware I've become of this duality that exists in life. People I would never expect to fully comprehend the course or the recourse, the action or the effect, or how it concludes. So when I say a message to the profane are merely those who are caught between what their spectacles allow them to see versus what the reality of the situation is. I'm saying this because I've taken a week off of the internet. I've slowly been catching up, but I was not. The Alex Jones stuff is what really has me contemplating how to explain to the greater whole that they're merely catching up to the whole. We have belief systems, we have these inclinations that we were born with, and can you see past them? Can you see behind the veil of what a learned behavior is? Can you see the trauma? Can you see, right? Can you see it? Can you acknowledge it? But then attacking it or dealing with it is a whole other issue. Like, right, understanding that a reality or culture or community has been degraded so that it has allowed these problems to fester in our communities. They've been allowed to manifest in our realities. And there's a variety of different answers somebody can give. Somebody could say it's single mother homes. Another person can say it's abusive men. Some people can say it's a culture propagated by an industry. You can say that it's a variety of things. It's the elite controlling the populace in order for some agenda. The reality we live in is so complex, multi-layered, and beyond the comprehension of any one person. And this is coming from somebody who's tried to really comprehend all facets of this reality, to see what has gripped human consciousness and driven it to where we are now, driven it to the state of where modern history is. Yet people wish to think that Oh no, it happened by free venture. It happened by freedom of thought. It happened by the freedom of our own will. No, it fucking didn't. Or like, are you retarded? Have you read a history book? Have you not known that people, ventures, enterprises, the entire concept of discovery is built on the back of a singular person? There is an importance to understanding roles between not just men, not just women, but as a whole, as a community, to understand that all of us are given roles and understanding the importance of these roles. Yet, with current modern day culture, we see an importance of one propagated culture. We have perceptions that certain career choices or certain aspects of life are far more fun or far more enjoyable than others, than an honest days of work. And the degradation of just character, personality, people has, and I say this with a bit of conviction because I look at myself and I judge myself, because it's not that I do it out of me being nitpicky over any one particular aspect of myself, but it's more of I am now deliberately deciding to be a better person, to make better decisions, to lead a better life. Not everyone does that. And in order for us as a whole to do and move forward as a society or as a culture, as an idea, as whatever bullshit we claim this to be, but before that could ever happen, we need to acknowledge ourselves as a part of the whole. And I don't say that to me or you, anybody listening to this, but I say this as looking at the community as a whole, looking at, I don't know, when I say community, think of the United States, think of Canada, think of Mexico, think of all of these other nations. Every single one of them falls prey to men of the past. Now, I'm not saying some fortune is deserved or not, but it is their management, it is their actions, it is the deliberate. It's like the Macy's conference. Are we just going to ignore that a group of people came together in order to decide human fate as a whole? Are we just going to ignore that there have been deliberate actions from men of the past whose wills, whose children, whose foundations carry the absolute state of our future? Yet people wish to acknowledge only to blame a singular group or a singular person without acknowledging that these decisions have been long in the work. So when I call you or when I call whoever profane, know that it has meaning. Know that I do not come from a place of belittlement, of shame. I come from a place of I don't know. I get like when when I felt that camaradereship, sportsmanship. Like when I was in volleyball, I always butted heads with one of my teammates, Ivan. And but there was one time where like I fell down, and he saw like how dedicated I was to saving the ball at that moment. That when he picked me up, like there was that moment of you gotta help one another up. So I don't know. I think about this because of my previous videos on the eugenics movement. My understanding of the role that I play in understanding the greater whole. And the way that I do that is I look at myself and I look at how I play a role in this grand architectural scheme. I don't even know if I said that word right. So I do not say or I do not call anybody profane out of spite, anger, or anything like that. It's just that I don't know. I think of profane as somebody stagnant, somebody who's isn't willing to accept the terms and conditions of the fucking paper he already fucking signed, right? Like the moment we're giving social security numbers, the moment that we take out loans, the moment that we deliberately set ourselves to the tune of this system, of this beast, that's when, like, that level of acknowledgement must be met. And I don't think a lot of people have met it. And not to say that any of, right, it goes back to, there's no appreciation for how some of the smaller aspects of life fit into the greater whole. And because of that, you know, it's deliberate steps made by somebody in order to destroy and get rid of this country. I don't know. I think I'll end that video here. This was Ramirez, FrogBear.zil. I'm gonna do a live stream about me reacting to my Telegram group. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Where's my mouse? Oh no, that's on stream now.